Let's take a look at some video questions still. We've still got some for you. We have quite a lot. We've just been dropping them because you're so interesting. But let's just take a look at one right now.
How much time do you spend campaigning?
This is actually a really big question that I have. How on earth do you do it all, and how much time does it take? Do you have a job that you do alongside this?
I do have a job, which gets really neglected, but I do work full-time.
What is the job?
I'm involved in training and property as well. But the key thing for us in terms of how do you fit it in, there's 24 hours in the day, and probably about 16, 17 hours.
You do know you need to sleep during some of those 24 hours?
Some of them involved in sleep, not too much of it, unfortunately, but it's just we all work, you know, on average, I think we could argue we maybe work 60, 70 hours a week with freedom, but it's such an important cause, we don't have the option but to do that right now.
How big's your team? Do you have anyone who can support you in all of this?
We're looking for more support and help. The team's very small, and we are literally based around the kitchen counter, so we are desperately looking for more help and support. And, you know, there are people that have come out and helped us. You know, Breakout Brixton have been an amazing group of young people. The Fast Track team have been working and supporting us as well. But it's just ordinary Londoners that want to help and support us would make a big difference to us.
Now, obviously, last year you guys came to really big prominence when the three people who claimed that they were held against their will for quite a few years. Can't talk about that. That case is still ongoing. But did that help things for you?
It meant that people just associated the term freedom with wanting help to escape from whatever situation they was in. So it has meant that the influx of calls and real need for help just increased tenfold, and that hasn't really gone down. People just assume that we're going to be able to meet all the calls. We take every call seriously. We believe everyone that calls in and says we need help, we believe that could be the last chance that person has of contacting someone. So doing nothing for us isn't an option. We have to do something about it. And that takes a lot of resource and a lot of time. OK, we've got a helpline number for people who can see right now. Is that there for people to see? Oh, brilliant. So anybody, if you're affected in any way, this is the number you need to call, which is 0845 607 0133. That's the right number, yes? It is, yes. And people be on hand. It's 24 hours? Absolutely. They're on hand 24 hours right now, ready to take the calls. All right. Well, look, let's just throw another video question at you. Let's see what people have got to ask you.
Have you ever been threatened because of the work that you do?
That's an interesting question. Yes,
is it dangerous? Can it be dangerous?
It can be, of course it can. It can be very dangerous. And people, you know, you're going against, if they're prepared to murder their own children, what are they prepared to do to me? You know, of course it's dangerous, and I do take that danger seriously now. However, it's something I have thought about, and I'm concerned about it, but it wouldn't stop me doing what I'm doing. It would never stop me doing what I'm doing.
When you say it can be dangerous, have you got any instances of where you have really felt threatened?
You know, I've had people that hate the work that we're doing, that hate the fact that we're going to stop their child being married to somebody that they believe is the right choice for them, and we're going to protect that young person. They believe that women's rights are less important than men. And so if you're going against what they believe in, then they'll do anything to stop that from happening. So I have been threatened in the past, but, you know, it's just one of those things in life.
OK, and we've got another video question we want to try and we've also got some tweets as well, but just quickly, video question, another one coming up.
How easy is it for you to get your voice heard by the government?
We've spoken about this a little bit. Are they listening? Did what happened in Brixton last year, did that help with your connection and your relationship with the government?
We haven't received any additional funding, but I'm hoping that's still going to be forthcoming, because I know we've got a very good proven track record, so hopefully being here today will make a difference.
Well, tell us about this global conference taking place in July. What's that about?
That's about getting all world leaders and people of influence together around the table in London with Justin Greener and others to talk about the issue of early and forced marriage. You know, there are millions and millions of cases, maybe 8 million cases a year of forced marriage. Every 2 seconds somebody is forced into an early marriage. That's somebody under the age of 18 across the world. And that's huge numbers, and that has effects on women's education, on their health, because having children too young, and it just takes away all their freedoms. And one of the things we need to look at is maybe even working internationally, educating men in particular to say that actually if your wife has an education, she can bring more money into your family, she will be able to be more of a benefit to all of you and to herself. You know, education is not something we should be fearful of.
And how is David Cameron involved in this? If
David Cameron's going to be there. He's going to be hosting the event with Justine Greener.
Justine Greener, sorry, and what's her role?
She's a minister involved in DFID, so she's going to be there making a huge difference, and she's been very supportive of the work that Freedom Charity has done.
The International Development Secretary.
Yes.
Now, you're hoping that you could hopefully not just, this isn't going to be a UK situation, a UK way for you to deal with it. You're hoping to connect with other countries. Is
Absolutely,
that right?
and I think that's got to be the way forward, because we know the number of young people that are taken abroad, that are forced into marriage, and also the influence that those countries have. So being able to talk with partners sensibly and clearly, and having the Prime Minister at the helm of this is going to make a big difference.
Well, do other countries take it seriously? Is it something, have you got a problem with that, where you want to go to other countries and help people and they've actually been a block to that?
I think other countries are really nervous about dealing with, some countries are very nervous about dealing with this whole issue. They believe it's going to cause too much cultural sensitivity, but I think you've just got to stamp down those doors and go in there and talk to them about it.